frightening for the hyphen and then making it exciting when I'm striking like a lichen. And when piking them while they're hiking, and I could be likened to a Viking when I'm reciting these writings. When I'm grabbing the Amarillo and hitting the Rillo and rolling out like an armadillo. When I get ready to jam and then I'm hitting the sack when I kick them up out of my sight. When I'm seeking them like they don't wanna be receiving the right for deceiving and breathing the blight. I am not the Messiah, but still you better say a sayonara before I shove this katana, your chimichanga and your chihuahua and your baby mama while you sitting in a Honda in Uganda with Madonna and a double entendre of Frank Sinatra while I'm playing Contra, putting them in fear of the imperious like why so tyrannous. They are appearing to be delirious, Mr. Metaphysical with the mystical linguistical miracle unlimited. In a matter of a minute I will leave them riveted when I'm making it vivid and then having them live it and breaking the bridges and making it frigid and making them rigid, having them shaking in the bridges for refusing our Constantine. I will be having them losing and I will be having them having confusions and seeing illusions, staring in confusion at the intrusion. They better make the decision, spit like nuclear fission. I'm a man on a mission, but they better come back because they didn't pay the admission like a tuition. I feel a vision, I feel a mission when the vision when we like to look for someone to play in the prison miraculously make a marvelous mission finish. You build your palace on a stolen vault. You never had to know a broken home, and you think no one knows. You call it order, we call it theft. You take till there's nothing left, and you think no one knows. You redact the culprits, you read lies through your numb lips, and you think no one knows. From the doorstep for having their floors wet. Both of you Genesis and Esther stay only in edifice and have no evidence, looking like the precedents and my professors and pestilence. These perpetrators are no precedents, and my presence just might be headed for chicken precipice. And weapons is little dreadful as these people are never credulous, but I must put an emphasis on the fact that they are pretentious and full of sense of specialist, contentious, and they are directionless from maleficence and malevolence. But I can just expel them with propellers and accelerants and epithelium, Mr. Endeavorment like artificial neverless, never been perfection, no prelection, no election. You will need disinfection, no fix disconnection, call this a misdirection, a redirection, but it's circumspection through indirection. You will then be ready for reinfection with the super infection and retrospection and interjection, snatching your necklace of breakfast and then replace it with this special tremendous. My momentum is momentous and medicining endlessly when I send them to Venice or Memphis like a minister or a magician's apprentice. When I spit it stupendous, having them looking horrendous and being pretentious like I am deathless and will leave them breathless like it's effortless. Put a temperatures in the tempest professors like a fire starts. I know why the government misled us and always intends to molest us or arrest us or leave us headless, but we're quicker than Legolas while the Legos are all legless allegedly. So we treat them with libelous. They cannot impel or expel emotion to compel us or repel us like central intelligence. They are just a bunch of celibates, irrelevant and unintelligent. So who are they to tell us? I'll turn them into skeletons with all the delegates that are a bunch of defenseless degenerates and zealots while we're stepping through dimensions to diminish the pension. Never to mention there is the wrong inventions in which is at the Hague. I didn't mean to remain vague. Didn't remain vague. Didn't remain vague. Didn't remain vague. You built your palace on a stolen vault. You never had to know a broken home, and you think no one knows. You call it order, we call it theft. You take till there's nothing left, and you think no one knows. You redact the culprits, you breathe lies through your numb lips, and you think no one knows. Enlighten you and frighten them for the hyphening and then making it exciting when I'm striking like a lichen and then piking them while I get hiking. And I could be likened to a Viking when I'm reciting these writings, when I'm grabbing the Amarillo and hitting the Rillo and rolling out like an armadillo. When I get ready to jam and I'm hitting the sack when I kick them up out of my sight. When I'm seeking the mic, they don't want to be receiving the right for deceiving and breathing the blight. I am not the Messiah, but still you better say you say honorable before I shove this katana, your chimichanga and your chihuahua and your baby mama while you sitting in a Honda in Uganda with Madonna and a double entendre of Frank Sinatra while I'm playing Contra. Put them in fear of the imperious like why so tyrannous. They are appearing to be delirious, Mr. Metaphysical with the mystical linguistical miracle unlimited. And in a matter of a minute I will leave them riveted when I'm making it vivid and having them living and breaking the bridges and making it frigid and making them rigid, having them shaking in the bridges for refusing our constitution. I will be having them losing, I will be having them having contusions, seeing illusions and staring in confusion and the intrusion. They better make their decisions, split like nuclear fission. I'm a man on a mission, but they better come back because they didn't pay the admission like a tuition. I feel with ambition, I follow my intuition. They bet you my position when I place them within a prism, miraculously making marvelous mischief managed. You build your palace on a stolen boat. You never had to know a broken home, and you think no one knows. You call it order, we call it theft. You take till there's nothing left, and you think no one knows. You redact the culprits, you breathe lies to your numb lips, and you think no one knows. Having a hematoma after holding their breath over halitosis. This is not even my magnum opus. I will torture them and squash them through every orifice and morph them like endorphins and have them metamorphing like a contortionist. For this orphan sources, even this proportionate to the extortion and family cord, and having them horrid and morbid when I send them up into orbit from the doorstep of having the floors weapons of eugenesis. In essence, they are only an edifice and have no evidence. Looking like they got tetanus and like offenses and petulance. These perpetrators have no precedence in my presence, just might be headed for Pacheco precipice and recklessness filled with dreadfulness. These people are never credulous, but I must put an emphasis on the fact that they are pretentious and filled with sense suspension. This contentiousness and they get directionless with maleficence and malevolence, but I can just expel them with propellants and accelerants and other delicate elements during development, like artificial intelligence, nevertheless full of imperfection. No prelection or election, you will need disinfection to face disconnection. Call this a misdirection or redirection, but it's circumspection through indirection. You wouldn't be ready for reinfection with this super infection in retrospection and interjection, snatching your necklace and breakfast and then replace it with asbestos. Tremendous, my momentum is momentous in medicine and endlessly when I send them to Venice or Memphis, like a menace or a magician's apprentice. When I spit it's stupendous, having them looking horrendous and being pretentious, like I am deathless and will leave them breathless like it's cephalus. But a tempest is in a tempest with Festus, like it biased this. I know why the government misled us and always intends to molest us or arrest us or leave us headless, but we're quicker than Legolas, while the Legos are all legless allegedly. So we treat them with libelous, they cannot impel or expel emotion to compel us or repel us like central intelligence. They are just a bunch of celibates, irrelevant and unintelligent. So who are they to tell us? I'll turn them into skeletons with all of the delegates that are a bunch of defenseless degenerates and zealots, while we're stepping through dimensions to diminish the pensions. Never to mention they're at the wrong convention, which isn't the Hague. I didn't mean to remain vague. You built your palace on a stolen vote. You've never had to know a broken home, and you think no one knows. You call it order, we call it theft. You take till there's nothing left, and you think no one knows. You redact the culprits, you breathe lies through your numb lips, and you think